Welcome to the new Denver Motorsports Park here in Denver, Colorado. We're in for a great night of racing. 44 laps. Preston Cope and Dylan Fox are taking the front row here tonight. Jack is back with us. Welcome.
Hello.
And I already noticed, guys. I know I forgot to change the race name, so hang on, let me fix that. I'm sorry about that, guys. Just give me a second, guys. I know.
This should be a very exciting race here.
Yeah, it's gonna be really crazy.
It's kind of like an auto club, where I think we're gonna see some pack racing. I don't believe we have the restrictor plate package.
No, we do not. So.
It's going to be pack racing.
So the cars are pulling off here, going double wide. And okay, let's restart that. The pole sitter didn't make it off the grid. How many times have we seen this? It gets annoying. But like Jack said, yeah, it's gonna be a crazy race. We're gonna get the command here. We're gonna go racing.
Drivers, start your engines.
The engines have been fired. We're ready to roll off. Preston Cope, the veteran, will come off the grid in P1. Dylan Fox and Connor DaCosta start second and third, and you have Eli O'Quinn and Jelani Howell running at your top 5. Running out your top 10, you have Ryan Bogey, Brian Lilly, Colin Cope, Chris Lilly, and Brooks Bergensmith. So we're in for a treat tonight. Hope you guys are going to enjoy this. Where's Gosland? I'll figure out.
Eighth.
Okay.
Points leader. He jumped out to a huge points lead after getting a bunch of great
no,
finishes so far.
15th. 15th. He starts 15th.
15th?
Oh, yeah, here's the full grid if you guys want to see where you guys start. Nobody has taken any well, they have had practice laps, but they have not gone long runs and pit strategy and stuff, so this is a whole new experience for all of us. So me and Jack, we don't know how this is going to play out. We don't know how this is going to go.
This track before in preseason testing.
Yeah, so they did get some laps in, but it's
just a slight indicator of what's to come here as these cars are gonna turn 4.
And here we go.
I'm gonna say it this time, boys. I'm gonna say it
into
this
the restart zone. Here we go.
Boogity boogity, let's go racing, boys.
Already fanning out 3 and 4 wide down the front straightaway. And I don't know if Preston can stay in the lead so far as Connor DaCosta. 3 wide for the lead already. Oh, the 916 checks up over 4 wide in turn 1. Look at Brian Lilly with a run. Oh, Preston falls off there through the corner, and we're side by side off the corner. The 94 and the 9 side by side.
As far as I know, apron racing is legal on this track.
Yes, you can go in the apron.
Not a bunch of guys go
Here, oh, Brian Lilly gives the 94 a little bump there in the corner. The 9 all the way up by the wall. The 93 really to the outside. The 9 checked up. We're 3 wide. The 93 through the middle. Here comes Mitchell and Lilly up in the top 5 already. First lap is over. Connor DaCosta leads it. What a first lap. You see the 36 of Jared Bokanowski all the way down the apron. The 1 of Jack Mitchell is into the mix already. He started back in 11th.
Really pushing the 93.
DaCosta leads, but not for long. Here comes Mitchell down the back straightaway.
Running that brand new NBC Sports Camaro as he takes it right to the lead.
Here comes Chris Lilly as he took 3rd from his brother.
He's led all no, it's not. It's not the first he's led.
Yeah, he's led at Auto Club, but this track is kind of like Auto Club. Off of 4, Lilly goes to the outside of Mitchell, and he'll take that spot away. And we had a car in the wall there. The 23 is around in the back. The back of the field. Oh, Jordan Strunk gets involved hard. Had nowhere to go. And those 2 rookies, or not rookie. Gabe Pizzola's a rookie, but Strunk in his second season. And the caution will come out for the first time today here on lap 3 of 44. I can't make it go full screen. I'm sorry about that. If it's annoying you guys, I'm sorry. I can't help that. I'll fix it for the next race, but we were kind of rushed into this one, so I just kind of had to leave it where it was. I know if you guys
I'm
can see
pretty
this
sure
outside
it
and
was
stuff.
strong, but one of those cars did blow their engine.
I think the 23 blew up and maybe
It's
got
the
spun
23.
around, but I'm not sure how this all happened. I
Or
saw
it's
him.
a tire, or he's slowly losing power. I'm not sure.
I think he got in the wall and then made contact with somebody else. Right here,
It's
look at that.
probably
He
a
got
tire.
really loose. Really tight, went up the track, got in the wall, and bounced off the 10. And that's when he went around.
That
Ooh,
is gonna
look at
have
the
some side
81.
damage. The 81.
Barely slid by.
Ooh, he might have made contact with the 32.
And the 98 just had nowhere to go. Head on. That's a hard hit. And already early on, we got a car around. No pit stops so far. Oh, looks like some guys did come down pit road, I believe. Let's see. I think everybody... Yep, everybody's all right. So up front, your top 5 are Connor DaCosta, Chris Lilly, Jack Mitchell, Colin Cope, and Brian Lilly. So Brian Lilly, this is his first race he's really been up here racing with these guys. He's had a disappointing season so far. DNQ'd at 2 tracks of the 4 we've raced at. So he's looking to bounce back here. As both of
This
the...
is not how he wanted to open up this season because he was looking to really get some momentum.
Yeah, he's going to need it.
Missing the opportunity last season to defend his championship. Now he wants to...
Right in front of him is the defending
the
champion.
defending champion. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it'll be a nice battle between all these guys here.
And up front, you see Preston Cope. That first corner just fell right to the back, or at least the back of that little front pack. And he fell
I'm
at
not
about
sure what
7th, and
happened.
he's... Looks like he'll try to come back here.
You never know. We're really still kind of feeling out how this track goes.
Yeah.
This is our first time really taking long laps at it. It's gonna be a long race still. We're only 6
yeah.
laps in out of the 44. Lap 22 will be your stage caution, by the way. Zach Kane coming off of pit road.
Looks like he went to pit road, maybe.
23 and 98 both retired.
Yeah, they had heavy damage. So they will go to the garage. And we're ready to go back green. Connor DaCosta has been very impressive, but just hasn't been able to finish races off. He's been up front leading a lot of laps and just hasn't been able to win.
But he just keeps getting caught up in wrecks. So
Yeah.
we'll see if he avoids that misfortune today as we're getting ready to come back zone. See what any of these guys can do here to try to make a move at the lead
Here we go.
and out 4 wide on this restart.
Coming in.
Green flag back in the air.
Pace car pulls off. Connor DaCosta will lead him down into the restart zone. We're green again here at Denver. All right, see the 42 go up to the top lane.
42. It's already moving up, so they might get some help if they're able to keep the speed going. He's staying in line so far. It's a jump on the field, but with the kind of draft that you get here, you just never know at a track like this.
Here comes Chris Lilly for the lead in the Mike and Ike 53. First time that paint scheme has run this season. And he's all over the back of the rookie.
See if
All
the
over his back
go
bumper.
low here.
He's going to go to the top. Mitchell up top.
It's a huge run on the top.
Oh, yeah, looks like he had to
the
check
other
up.
cars.
Here comes Brian Lilly. He almost got into the back of the 42 there. There's Eli O'Quinn up in the mix. Dylan Fox is up here, but up front, the top 2 are battling for it.
Go anywhere. Mitchell's still kind of hanging on to that 3rd position.
Now, guys, I understand
See if
you
he's
guys
able
don't like how I have it's not full screen. I couldn't fix it before we got the race going because I was kind of rushed a little bit. So for the next race, it'll be fixed, but you're just guys have to deal with it for this race. I'm sorry about that. And DaCosta's starting to pull away. The one of Jack Mitchell, he must have had a problem. He fell back a lot of positions. He's still
Probably
losing
just-
spots.
Probably just got a bad run on the corner. We saw what it did to the 57.
Yeah, both of those
car,
guys are
but
back there. Oh,
57 just-
Cope into the outside wall there off the corner. Look at all that momentum he's losing. He's
These are
losing a
4
ton of
Gen 1
momentum here.
teammates right here. We'll see if they're able to work together maybe.
There's back in the pack here, Benson Pettin, Joseph Costello. Up front though, we got a pack for the race lead. Oh, looks like the caution has come out. The 97 of Jackson Steiner and Mason Tyler are involved in this one. Jackson Steiner second in points coming in. Really needed another good race, and so far it's not looking good for him.
That's going to be a big hit for that team.
Let's see what happens to him here.
He's coming. This is the race back to the line. Or no, this is the caution. Never mind.
Huh.
Got into the 89. Here, we'll see.
See the 89. I think the 89 got turned. Oh, the 1. or the 10
coming
chucked
off the
up.
track, and then
He
gets
checked up, and
sandwiched.
the 3 got in the back of him and turned him hard into the 97.
He got up into the 10, and then he got sandwiched between the 10 and the 3, or the 10 got into him.
And then
because the 89
yeah.
checked up, but
And then the 3 got in the back
there
of
was
him right
traffic
here.
right behind him. Didn't slow down because the 60 was right behind him, and then it was just a chain reaction. So
Let's see what happened to the 1
not
there.
with the 97 one. And
How he lost so many
What happened?
spots.
I'm pretty sure what happened to the one
Oh,
was the
he
same
got-
thing that happened.
Oh, he
Never mind.
got hit in the back. Right here, the 9 drifted up the track and got in his left rear and almost spun him around, but a nice save by the 1 here. Watch this. He was dead sideways.
This is actually a good.
Went
what
all
makes
the way
this
down on
save
the
even better.
colored part of the track and came back up.
Better is that he was able to not only get back on the track, but get back into top 10 before the caution came out. So he
Yeah.
still in contention.
Looks like no pit stop once again, so these guys are still. Or the 59 does come back to pit road once again. So
Everyone who was damaged came back to pit road.
So it's gonna be DaCosta on the restart again with the Lilly brothers second and third. So it's gonna be an interesting race here as we come back to the line.
See if these guys are able to keep it going and get a run at Connor DaCosta.
It looks like Chris Lilly's not in the mix anymore. He went to pit road along with the 90 and the 25. So 3 cars come to pit road here before the green flag. Maybe they're trying to get some fuel here to get ahead of these other guys' strategy. Brian Lilly
Some
and Colin
guys on
Cope
position.
behind them.
There's position, or there's some more track position gain for those guys up in front. We'll see if they can get around them, around the leader. Energy coming into play here. This might be a fuel race.
We'll have to see. 94 and 93, 1-2. 2 Fords followed by a bunch of Chevys. All the way back to Jared Bokanowski
I think
in
we
13th.
have. That's 4 JM1 cars lined up right next to each other.
Yeah, the 1, the 87, the 57, and the 43. And then you have the 41, just a couple cars in front of them. So all the JM1 cars are in the top 11. Here we go, back to the line. To the restart. It's going to be DaCosta once again, followed by Brian Lilly. Here we go. Green flag is back in the air. We're racing again at Denver. Oh, look at the move by Colin Cope to go all the way up to the top, 3 wide.
3 wide for the lead. 3 wide for the lead.
Cope backed out of it, but the 93's up on the top. Can he get the run? 94 drives it in and clears him. And the 94 is pulling away once again, but battle for second. Here comes Ryan Bogey.
Inside, I think, just has that better line, but we'll see if anyone's able to make a run on him with the drafting. 99 got so close to him in the corner. The 94, I think, slowed up.
93 checked up there in the middle of the corner, and that allowed DaCosta to pull away again. Oh, more contact. The 1 got in the back of the 16. Almost turned him around, and we're almost 4 wide back here. We are 4 wide. Look at this pack. 4 wide.
5 wide almost.
Almost 5 wide.
Pushing the 87 on the outside.
Oh, everybody's
43
sliding up the
got a
track.
run.
It's a mess in here in turns 1 and 2. The 87 all the way up into the wall, and he's losing a ton of spots. Preston Cope falling
He's
back.
still grazing the wall.
Up front,
Hurt his
DaCosta pulling away. Dominating so far. I think those guys back there, they're driving hard. The 99 got in the back of the 93 there and pushed him up the track, but he still got the run off, and the 1 is still battling with the 16.
I think the 1's going to have the 16 right here. The 94, I hope that he keeps going and gets a good pit stop once those green flag pit stops come into play, because he does not want that to be his undoing. The 1 clears the 16. The leaders, they are gaining.
Yeah, they are starting to catch up a little bit. It's still a mess back here.
41. Yeah, it's still a very big mess. There's your points leader, Drake Gozan on the bottom. He checked up through the corner.
Disappointing race for Preston Cope so far. Started on pole, Didn't even lead a single lap, and he's already outside the top 20.
Yeah, he just fell off. I don't know what happened to his car there.
93
Guys are
way up
getting
the track.
closer. You go that high up the track, that's gonna open the door for the 99, but that battling is just gonna distance themselves even further. Him though. Fly by the field. We are coming up on that stage caution.
Yeah, we're coming up to it soon. Preston Cope even farther back now. He's way at the end of the pack. Oh, the caution is out. That's what
Caution's
happened.
out.
Caution's out. Oh, 45 of Tony Peterson involved. Matthew Dutcher has some rear end damage, and that just diminishes the 94's lead once again. We'll have to see what happens.
I think he'll take it though at this point because I believe this is going to be the stage caution.
We'll have to see if it comes to lap 22.
Which means we would get a 1 lap restart. If there is a possibility we could get a 1 lap restart, and then we'll just go right back under yellow.
All right, here's what happened. The 57, Preston Cope has just still been struggling. Checked up, and the 45 got into him there. Did Cope save it? No, they both got sideways, and 43 pancaked the 57 into the wall.
The 45 coming back down into traffic.
I think the 28 did get him. Yeah, the 28 got him. 25 got into him.
Traffic. The 89 gets into him again. The 87 just got by.
So that
car incident.
What's another caution? Here we go. First pit stops for the leaders. And that might help Chris Lilly here if he stays out. He was one of those first guys that came down, and he will. So Chris Lilly will be your leader, I believe.
This could be
the 59. Yeah. The 59 of Zach Kame will be your race leader. And pitting early, I guess it helps them. Oh, no, he's not a lap down.
He's not a lap down now, okay.
So we see who wins the race off pit road.
Preston Cope, he does have that front pit stall, but the fact that it's taking him such a long time to get down there, he almost got shoved by the 45 who...
There's 28 and the 45. They get off pit road first. The 45 is a lap down, though. The 93 beat out, both of these guys beat out Connor DaCosta. That's big. We'll see if that 94 car can still be quick.
A lot of positions lost for DaCosta.
We'll see if DaCosta can work his way up through the field. We'll see if his car is still good in traffic. But Zach Kame.
That will be probably the stage Zach Kame.
We'll have to see. I think we might have a restart. At least a one-lap dash.
Yeah, it'd be a one-lap dash for the stage.
And it will be. So we're going to have a one-lap dash here. It'll be very interesting.
That's something we have never seen before here.
With our new stages this season, we've never seen a one-lap dash for a stage. So we've seen one for a race win, but not the stage win. So here we go. Bomb the bandwagon. Which driver are you? I forget. So, remind you guys, all the top 6 cars are here. Bingham up. So the 97 and the 86 both have damage, but they're still up on the lead lap. The 28 and the 39. These 2 guys are a lap down, and then back here, these guys are on the lead lap. What you got?
The 59 and the 53. These guys are on older tires.
Yeah, same with the 90.
Less fresh cars and the 90. So we'll see. And some of these guys have damage too, so I want to kind of keep an eye on these guys up in the middle of the front. We'll see if they can make a run at the stage as the green flag is going to come back out in the air.
Here we go. Back green here. A move by Chris Lilly. He's going to go to the inside. Look at Brian Lilly split in the middle. He's going to get held up here. The 41 of Brody Kupski all the way around everybody. We'll see if they can hold the line.
They have to be careful. They have to be careful.
3 wide. Here comes Nick Hagee for the stage win. They're all bottled up back there. Side by side. Zach Kame. Here, I got to throw the caution.
We're going green next time by.
Gotta watch out. They're almost 4 wide.
They're side by side, but Kame gets the run off the corner. I think Zach Kame's going to get the stage win.
Yeah, how bunched up they are.
They're so piled up back there. We might have a wreck. Way back here. This is
look at this.
74 checks up. Everybody's checking up. They're sideways off the corner. Zach Kame is going to get this. No, he's not. Hagee with a last-second run to the line. Zach Kame loses it, and Nick Hagee takes the checkered flag. Oh, wow.
Green-white checkers for Nick Hagee.
Wow. Did they even... How did they not wreck back here? I want to know that. They might wreck under caution. They're still 4 wide.
I think the thing that we've learned about this track is that you have to be careful, or
You can
you're
get a
gonna
run.
have to end up checking up, and it's gonna ruin a lot of people's day.
Mm-hmm. Man. I thought Zach had it. And then
I
Nick
did too, but
came
the
out of
run
nowhere.
That Hagee got from Chris Lilly, that was a big push and a smart move on the 90 to go low and work with the 53. And fall short of getting up second.
So I think this caution will bring the 90, the 59, the 53, the 25, the 97, and the 89 to
Maybe
pit
some
road.
others.
Yeah, here they come. And also,
That's not all the way
some
to-
guys will come back to pit road, like the 93 and the 41, but the 99 will stay out along with DaCosta. Mitchell will come down. Most of the field comes down, but some guys will stay out.
Yes, the left handful. So these guys can be big. Definitely a lot of strategy coming into play. It's definitely been a very interesting race so far, boys.
It definitely has. It's been weird, to say the least. We're going to see a
Yeah,
restart here again.
Fun to watch. This is a nice track, and we will, for those of you guys who missed the announcement that I mentioned in the last video, we will be back at this track because it does have a roval layout, so.
We will have another race here, and with the roval configuration, it's going to make it even crazier.
Already pretty dang crazy.
Yeah, it's going to make it even crazier. So, I think I already said that, but we're gonna
You too.
yeah. I was writing
Let's
down
see how
the
things-
stage cars, and I was kind of wasn't paying attention. But we're gonna have a restart here because the 28 and the 45 are a lap down, so they're gonna be in the middle of this. But I think this is gonna be
Hopefully the lap cars don't hold everyone up.
yeah, they're gonna be damaged, so it's gonna be crazy because DaCosta, he's been so fast, but we'll see if he can get that lead back. Oh, the lap cars are coming back to pit road, so they will be out of the way, which is pretty good.
That's good. As we are going to come back around to the green flag. Ryan Bogey will be your leader, but he is on older tires.
I mean, they're like he's on 2 lap tires, so it's not that. Basically, just
True.
one. 'Cause I think everybody's even at this point.
It's going to be pretty close. It's a little hard to tell.
Yeah.
They're slightly older tires, but only like 2 laps. But this is a
Yeah.
big track, and we're not sure how much it eats tires. So.
Yeah. Preston Cope is the last guy that stayed out, so starting at Brody Kupski, all these guys went to pit road. So some guys we haven't talked about that much are up here now. Brooks Bergensmith, Noel Rivera, Blaze McKinney, Nathan Inman, and we have talked about Preston Cope a lot, but he's fell back. He's got another chance here, racing the top 10.
Made a heck of a move on that stage restart here. Here we go.
Back to the green, Ryan Bogey and Connor DaCosta will lead them back with Ethan Lara behind them. Green flag is back out here at Denver Motorsports Park.
94.
Again.
Going high. They're already going to try to take it 3 wide for the lead.
Oh, the 94. He's
94
peeking up
almost
there.
Contact.
Here comes Dylan Fox in the 9. He's going to have a good run here. The 94 is falling back up there. He's losing a ton of spots. Put the 9 car into second. So far, we haven't really seen anything from those guys that have the fresher tires. They're still hanging back there, side by side for the 4th spot. Here they come into 3. Look at Preston Cope all the way on the bottom.
Cope had to check up there. He is just falling off, and the 94 sinking like a rock.
He's back to 4th. He's still fighting, though. He's got a
working his
chance
way
at
back to the
3rd.
front.
Back here, we're still bottled up.
Guys are gonna want to get good runs. The 94, we'll see what he can do. Oh, he's just watch.
3 wide. Look at Bergensmith all the way on the bottom. Nathan Inman with him.
Comes a big pack behind them.
Yeah, they're coming fast. Battle for the lead is heated up. Dylan Fox is all over the back of Ryan Bogey. Look at the 00. Dive it in there. Went all the way up almost to the wall. He's going to lose a ton of spots. Contact! Oh, they go around! In front of the field! Watch out! Oh, this is going to hurt. Oh, here we go. Chris Lilly piles in. The 3 of Caleb Nelson piles in. Jelani Howell's in it. Dylan, Connor Hudson goes around.
I think the 1 might have scraped the wall trying to
Ethan
get by.
Lara got into it hard. He was one of the first cars to go around, and that was the aggression that just kind of started that.
That's a tough break for Chris Lilly.
Nathan Inman,
Lost an
heavy
engine
damage. Chris Lilly does have some damage. Drew Graves, Jared Bokanowski.
I want to see the right side of the 1. I think he might have just grazed the wall trying to get by that.
No, he did not. The car looks good over there.
Oh, he didn't. Okay, that's a great brake job.
So
by
here we
him.
go. Oh, here come the guys that stayed out last time. They're going to come to pit road. So that takes DaCosta, Bogey, and Fox out of it up here in the front, along with the rest of these guys that are with them. Most of the field's going to stay out now. So I think that'll put the 93 of Brian Lilly out front. Let's go back and see what happened to last week's winner, Ethan Lara.
See, Ethan Lara just kind of, it's just that aggression.
Here's what happened. The 00 just drove it in hard, and he went up the track and had to check up really hard, and the 44 just had nowhere to go.
44 had a run too, so he was going even faster than he probably should have been going. There's the contact, and they just turn each other right there.
They're sideways. Look at the 87, the 93 barely slide by. The 47, the 57, the 41, the 81, and watch the 1 here barely slip by as well. Yeah, that 1 and the 81 did clip the wall, and here comes the hits. Hard hit for the 36.
The wall, but there's no visible damage in
There's
either
a hit
of those
for
cars.
25. Cameron
Big
Lara
hit.
barely slipped by.
Here comes Chris Lilly.
Got into it.
Hit for Chris Lilly. And the 00. You can see pieces of debris flying everywhere.
Jelani Howell involved. Caleb
45
Nelson.
gets clipped. Howell again, just unlucky.
So, really bad hits for those guys.
Caleb Nelson, the 3. It looks like he'll be able to continue.
Let's go on board the 44 here. You can just see that 00 just dive bombed it hard. And then had to check up. And the 44 just wasn't ready for that checkup.
Just turn each other in the middle of the track with oncoming traffic. All that smoke in the way of those guys. Just how could you see through that? Hard hit. That's head on for the 3 of Caleb Nelson.
Really bad hit.
One more time with the 1 car. He just got by, clipped the wall a little bit. See here, just all that smoke right up in his face, and then yeah, he just grazes the wall ever so slightly. I don't believe that will affect him that much. E1, who is right behind him, he also grazed the wall ever so slightly. He will be fine.
And those guys will be 3rd and 4th. Nate Polite, we haven't talked about him all day long, and look who's back up in it. Drake Gosling up in the 6th spot with Faircloth, Pettin, Costello, and Zach Kame in the top 10.
They will all get good track position. I think Drake Gosling's about the only guy who hasn't been involved in a wreck this season. Or he was at Daytona, but he came back to finish P5.
Yeah, so definitely been keeping himself out of trouble, unlike a lot of these guys this season. Sue DNF'd. The 00, the 25, the 28, the 44. All those guys
What does that say
DNF'd from
on
that wreck.
P38? What does that say?
38 retired.
Just retire. Okay, I thought it said something else.
All right.
Yeah,
So here we go.
Mechanical failures from these wrecks, but
Connor, you did not wreck. You were leading most of the race, and you just had to pit there. You're back in 23rd, but you've been the fastest car all day, so we'll see if you can work your way back up. Here we go, back to the green flag. We're going to have just a handful of laps to go. Brian Lilly out front. Green flag back in the air here at Denver. And a great restart for the 93. He pulls away, and the 07 makes a move to the outside of the 1.
One goes low, though.
One goes to the inside of the 81 now.
See, because the inside has been better, but a couple of guys also have lost ground. Who hasn't really run up front that much this season, and he's there, though.
Here comes the 1 on the back of his teammate. Didn't get the run off the corner, but does pass the 81.
Didn't get the run off, but the 81 got a worse run. I think he might have had to check out there.
Here comes Drake Gosselin diving it in to the inside of the 09. Oh, he had to check up.
Gosselin had to check up.
The 09 goes high. Here comes the 48. Oh, we have another more contact. They save it. They're going to have to come back on the track. And they stay straight.
They will save it.
What a save. Wow. Connor, you did not. Oh, for the race lead, we do have a battle. Mitchell was there. He's going to take second from his teammate, Brody Kupski. Now he's got a, we got a crash in the back, a big crash. Way in the back of the pack. Dylan Fox and Brooks Bergensmith involved in this one.
Fox, that's a tough blow for him.
He was running really well.
Having a pretty good day.
Same with Brooks, and we got to race back to the line. Jack Mitchell to the inside of the 93. This could be big. Who can be the leader at the restart to the line? I think Jack Mitchell's going to have it, and he does.
I think he will. Yeah, just barely. These races back to the line.
Did you which stage 1? No, Nick Hagee went one stage 1. You had to pit before stage 1 ended, so you fell back.
Won stage 1 in the most intense stage finish we've seen this season, and then that's another really close race back to the line here.
Yeah, so Jack Mitchell will be your leader as we're under caution once again. How's your
chance? How many laps to go?
We're gonna have about maybe 7 when we come back to the line for the restart. Connor, you are in 19th, so your chances, I mean, if there's some more wrecks up front and battling, I mean, you have a chance, but you had to pit, so I don't know how good of a chance it is now. Gonna have a great race to the finish here. It's
gearbox issue on the 26th of Braden Sisko.
Oh yeah, he was having a good day as well, an average day, and he's gonna finish way in the back in 33rd.
Shaft issue for Jared Bokanowski as well.
He was involved in that accident.
Mechanical failures biting everybody as a result of these accidents.
Here's the running order if you guys want to see. You have Jack Mitchell out front, Brian Lilly, who's been really good all day for his first run up front. He really hasn't run up front all season long, and this is his first chance at getting a win. And he's taking advantage of it.
Been having a pretty good car too, so we'll see. These are two of the best cars all day so far up front.
Brody Kupski's up there as well. Zach Kame, who finished second in stage 1. Nate Polite's up here. Caleb Faircloth, Drake Gosselin, Joseph Costello, and Colin Cope. It's basically anybody's race. I think anybody in the top 10 has it, unless we have another big wreck in the front that shakes everything up. But again, we don't know how. We don't really know the fuel mileage, so we don't know who can make it and who can't make it. So it's gonna be crazy to see.
A lot of these guys just itching to kind of start with only a few laps to go.
In the top 10, we got to mix everything. We got Fords. We have 2 Fords. Most of them are Chevys, and then you have 1 Toyota. So we got everything racing for the win here. Jack Mitchell and Brian Lilly will lead them back to the line. Who's going to take the victory? We're going to have 7 laps to go to figure it out. Into the restart zone they come. Green flag back in the air. Jack Mitchell out front.
A great restart, too. He already got some separation from those guys.
Down into 1. He does get good separation. Look at the 09. Just made up like 3 spots there into turn 1, and he's still going. Here they come. They're bottling up in the back. The 93 gets a good run off the corner. What a run by Brian Lilly down the back. He's going to make a move into turn 3. Nate Polite's right on his back bumper.
It's going to be
1, 2, 3. Contact 09 in the back of the 93. Both of them go off the track. Here comes Zach Kame in the mix. Off of turn 4. 6 laps to go. Jack Mitchell out front. Brian Lilly is not giving up, though. He's all over the back of the 1 car. Here he comes to the inside on his quarter panel. Brian Lilly is trying to win it. Remember, this could be his first career win. He has a championship, but not a win. And he's all over the back of the one. And if these guys continue to battle, look who's right behind him. Nate Polite is still here. And he's coming.
Oh,
Oh, he almost got in the back of him.
93 checked up. The 93 checked up. The side-by-side battle. He's going to let the one get some distance.
Here comes Polite on the top. Can he clear him? They're door to door. Down the front straightaway. 5 laps to go. If these 3 battle hard, it could be anybody's race. This Gaston's there as well. 4 wide back here. Joseph Costello all the way on the apron. A lot of hard racing. A caution now will end the race, so we're hoping for some green flag racing for the rest of the race, and they're still side by side for second. Mitchell pulling away. All this battling is perfect for Jack Mitchell. Brian Lilly's trying to clear him. They're still side by side. Polite clears him. Here we go. It's going to be a battle between the 09 and the 1 as we come to 4 laps to go.
Unless the 09 checks up.
There's no chance for these guys up here to catch him. It's all between the 1 and the 09. And the 09, we know he's a rookie. He's going to go for it. I had to check up there in the middle of the corner. The 1 slipped up a little bit. They basically had an even corner there. Battle for third is still going on with Michael Gaston and Brian Lilly. But it's all for the lead. Nate Polite trying.
Checked up again.
He's all the way on the bottom. Looks like the 09's heading to pit road. Oh no, I thought he was going to pit road there for a second. He was all the way on the bottom and he was going pretty slow. I think running all the way on the almost to the apron really helped him. He gained a lot there. 3 laps to go. And yes, that really helped him. He's got the sniff of the draft. Into turn 1. Polite's there. He got to the back bumper, but he wasn't able to make a move. Another good corner for the 1. Can Nate Polite get the win? He's still there. He just hasn't been able to make a move to get around him. Now he's going to dive it in to the top.
The 1's using his strategy, and look at the run hook.
And the 1 keeps getting the great runs off the corner. But the 09 did stay with him there. 2 to go here at Denver. We're getting the show everybody came to see. It's going to be a battle for the win. Nate Polite is there. On the entry of 1, he's looking to the inside. The 1 goes up. The 09, he's got to run. Here he comes. Down the back straightaway, all over the back.
He couldn't make a move.
All over the back bumper. Could he give him the bumper in the entry of the corner? Will the 09 use his bumper? He got into him. The 09 to the inside. The 1 checked up. They almost touched doors. The 09 trying to clear him as we come to the white flag. Final lap. Nate Polite, your new leader. Nate Polite makes the move on Jack Mitchell. Can he make the move back? Is there enough time for Jack Mitchell to get back by? Nate Polite goes way up the track. That allows the 1 to close in. Final lap. Mitchell closing in. Here he comes. He's going to be on the bumper. Will he use the bumper? He got into him. 09 up the track. Almost into the wall. The 1 to the inside. We're going to have a photo finish. Jack Mitchell on the inside. Nate Polite on the outside. Jack Mitchell is going to win at Denver in a last corner pass. Polite got it the lap before, and then Mitchell drove back by him. They were using the bumpers.
That runs all the way.
Short track racing at a 2-mile track. How about that?
What a finish.
What a race.
What a finish.
Jack Mitchell
Nate
takes the
Polite.
victory, the first win of the season. Nate Polite just comes home second. Colin
It's the
Cope
9th
third.
career win for Jack Mitchell, who extends his lead as having the most wins in GoPro history. He'll have a chance for number 10. What a finish. Nate Polite gives him the bumper with 2 to go. Back to him. Gives him a taste of his own medicine.
Let's go back and see that finish. See the last lap. So, final lap here. We all thought Mitchell, he's falling back. The 09's going to check out. Right here, the 09 just drove it really hard into turn 1. I don't know why he just drove it so hard. Lost a lot of momentum. And here comes the 1. You'll see him.
Such a good corner.
Look at the run.
These were two of the best cars all race long, battling it out to the very end. Watch here, I think the 1 gave him the bumper.
Right there was the tap. Goes up the track, the 09 couldn't catch it. And the momentum from the 1 just brought him right around the 09.
To wonder what the heck was going through his mind when he's got bumped out of the lead. But he just kept fighting, never say die. Pretty close finish, probably the closest this season. Just a victory in GoPro Cup Series history at Denver Motorsports Park.
Here's your finishing results. Mitchell needed that win. He was pretty deep in the points for
27th in points coming into today's race.
So that really is going to help him.
For him.
Brian Lilly ran really well all day, came home 4th. Another great run for Conor DaCosta, finished 12th. He was so great all day. Another dominant car.
Drake
I think
goes
he's
on 27th.
Yeah, so that's going to hurt him. I mean, I think Drake should still have the points lead. He had a 34-point lead over Jackson Steiner, who also had a bad day, but did finish a point ahead of him, a place ahead of him.
The points race is definitely going to be interesting. Blaze McKinney, he was kind of up there too. We'll see. I don't know where he finished.
It'll be interesting. I'm going to be honest, I think Conor DaCosta's been the best car all season. Drake Olsen is the points leader. He's been up there. He's just had great finishes and everything, but Conor DaCosta's been at least leading a couple laps in every race, if not dominating. He dominated the first half of this race, ran really well.
He's definitely
Did
been
the same
running up
thing
front.
at Auto Club, ran very well. Daytona did all right. Atlanta, he ran well. Michigan, he dominated the early part of the race and just couldn't finish it off. So if Conor DaCosta can just finish these races off, I think he can get in victory lane.
And he did. I don't know where I think he finished 10th in this stage, so he should get a bonus point too. His laps led. So definitely the points shakeup going to be a lot more interesting. Only going to jump up a lot of spots now that he has a win. And it's going to be really fun to see how this plays out. This was only the 5th race, so plenty of time.
Yeah,
for
plenty
things
of
to
time.
change. This race will be the McDonald's 500 from Talladega.
So we're going from a big track to an even bigger track on Wednesday. So we'll see you guys then. Appreciate you guys watching some late night racing. We'll see you guys on Wednesday for Talladega. Congrats to Jack Mitchell on the win. We'll see you guys next time.